These are it from Time Value of Tennis, and today we're gonna do a full analysis on the forehand technique. So now we're gonna get into the forehand analysis, and we're gonna start with the side view. So first of all, we're gonna see that the first thing he does is he split steps. That's the first thing we do on every shot beside the serve. So after he split steps, we're gonna see that he starts the unit turn right here. So first thing he does is he takes the racket back. We're gonna see on this motion the way he takes the racket back. We can see that he starts releasing the racket from his left hand right here. That's something that most beginners and intermediate players don't do. They usually take the racket back with only one arm. We can see the way he takes the racket back that even when he is on this position, he's still holding the racket with both hands. That allows to get a great unit turn and make sure that the left shoulder is still turned over there. So after that, we can see how he releases the racket, and when he gets to this point, his racket is back, but we can see on this position that we can see the strings of his racket. Another mistake that so many beginners do is when they get to this position, their strings are facing forward. So if the strings are facing forward when they get on this position, it's way harder to get topspin since the face of the racket is going to be open. So after he gets here, we can see he's already loading from the legs. He completely turned his body. His legs are low. He's going to get the racket down. His leg get even lower here, and when he gets, this is a very strong position. His legs are super low, so he's going to be able to get all the power from the ground. And not only that, we can see also this point right here. Look at his racket. Now his racket, his strings are pointing the ground. With this position, with the face of the racket, he's going to be able to generate a great amount of topspin on the ball, even if he tries to hit a low ball, because the racket is completely closed. So when he starts opening up, when he starts the movement forward, you will see that he will be able to generate a lot of topspin. So now let's go back for a second. When he releases his hand, we can see the movement of his racket. We can see that the racket is going to do a small loop. It's going to start going up, and then the racket is going to go down, go under the ball, and keep going up. So we can see how the racket starts going up. Then the racket drops. He closes the face of the racket, and here starts the movement outwards there. Okay, he goes from low. Now on this position, he starts opening the face of the racket. We can see how can he also gets the wrist lag right here. When he's on this position, we can see how his racket is completely behind his wrist. He's just pointing the ball with the top of his racket. That's going to allow him to generate amazing power with that wrist lag. And then when he hits the ball, we are going to see his arm right here. We can see how his arm is almost fully stretched. Again, that's going to create a lot of power into the ball. Also, the point of contact way in front of him. This way he's going to be able to control the ball perfectly. And on this position, he's going to be able to hit cross court and hit down the line. If we hit the ball behind our body, we're going to see that most of the times the ball is going to keep going down the line, even if we're going to go cross court. So after he hits, he keeps going to the other side. And another very important point, look at his racket right here. We can see that his racket is facing the ground. What is going to do this? He's going to make sure that even on the follow through, his face of the racket is closed. So this way he controls the ball and he's able to generate the spin on it. So he's going to finish the movement here, and we can see when he finishes the movement how his body is pointing the other side. So he started looking to the camera with his chest, and now when he finished the movement, his chest is looking to the other fence. Also, another very important point that we didn't explain here. Look at his right foot. On this position, before he hit the ball, his right foot is behind the left foot, and now after he hits, look at that. He jumps and he finishes with his right foot forward. He's transferred all the weight of his body into a ball, and he's generating even more power with it. So now we're going to get into the back view. So again, we're going to start with the split step right here. Right after he finishes the split step, we can see his right feet is already turning because he saw that the ball is going to the forehand. So he's going to start turning already. First thing he does is he turns his body. That's something so important. Most of beginners, they run to a ball with the body open, then try to turn on the last moment and they don't have time to hit it, so they hit the ball late. And now when he gets on this position, we're going to see his racket. First of all, so important this position again. His strings, the part that he's going to hit the ball with, the strings are looking to the back fence. Again, the face of the racket is completely closed, so he's going to be able to generate a lot of spin. A lot of beginners, when they get on this position, his racket is facing forward instead of backwards. So again, it's so hard to generate a spin on that ball unless they brush up. But again, if they brush up, it's going to be hard to generate the power. So they have a hard time generating both power and spin. So after he gets here, look at his left arm also. It's completely straight. Instead of looking forward, his left arm is parallel to the baseline. That allows him to turn even better his left shoulder. A lot of times if we keep the left arm straight, looking to the net, it's easier to open up the body early on the forehand. So now after he gets here, now he starts the movement forward. We can see how the strings are almost right here. When he gets on this position, his strings are completely looking to the ground. After he gets here, he's going to start the movement forward and up. So from here, he's going to go to the ball, he's going to go up, and then he's going to go around to the other side of the ball. So he's going to hit, and he's going to go around to the other side of the body again. Now we see the strings. When he gets on this position, the strings are looking to a side fence, but still, we can see that the face of the racket is still straight. When we get to this position, in most of beginners, the racket is looking up to the sky. That's when they end up hitting completely flat and the ball a lot of times flies. So again, another key point is here. We can see how his body is, before he hits the ball, is looking to the right. And we're going to see that once he finishes the movement, he hits. Now, once he finishes the movement, we're going to see that his body is completely looking to the other side over there. So he coils completely the body on the backswing of the racket, and then once he hits the ball, he uncoils the body and generates a crazy amount of power on that forehand. Now let's check into a front view. So again, we're going to stop. He's going to split a step. He starts with the unit turn. We can see how he still keeps getting the left arm. Even when he gets, now his body is completely turned, but he still has his left hand on the racket. So he keeps pushing the racket back with the left arm. So now we can see how his racket is up. He's going to do now is the moment when he's going to do the small loop. He's going to go from high to low here. So he's going to go from here down. He loads. Face of the racket completely down. He's going to create a lot of spin this way. We can see also his leg, how he puts most of his body weight on the right leg. So this way, since he's hitting open stance. If we are hitting in close stance, we're going to put the more weight of the body on the left leg, since it's the front leg. But in this case, since he's hitting a completely open stance, he's going to put the weight of his body on the right one. So from here, we're going to see he hits forward, great point of contact. We can see how his chest is completely parallel to the baseline and to the net right now, so he can use perfectly his body. He hits the ball, so important, and he finishes the movement with the chest on the other side. Now we're going to see also the recovery step right here, how he recovers with the crossover step, so important. He finishes the movement, and we're going to see this step right here, that he's going to go on that direction with a crossover step. So he hits, he goes with a crossover step, since that's the faster way to recover to the middle. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and also check the description for some products that might be interested for you.